I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at how I clean out the brooder, the pack-and-play brooder for my backyard chickens. So firstly, I start with the ready items for this. I've got pine shavings to put in here. I've got a big 40-gallon contractor garbage bag, gloves, some paper towels, and then this is a homemade cleaner that I make using vinegar, baking soda, and lemon juice. So the first thing I have to do, obviously, is catch the chickens. I'm going to take the top off of the brooder here, and then I'm going to grab them and take them out. I forgot to mention I also need 3 of these Chux pads. So I've taken the lid off. There's the chickens. I'm going to go ahead and catch them. Okay, they're going to wander around. Ideally, you don't want to keep chickens inside. I'm going to be moving them out to my garage, but for this, I've just been keeping them inside to show process here. Now I'm going to move along. Okay, so that's open, and then I like to take out all of their coop equipment and put it on a paper towel so it's not directly on the floor. And then I'm going to clean that, obviously, before I put it back in, but that frees up this space. Now next I'm going to put on gloves, and I'm just going to pull those Chux pads up, kind of fold them up, and throw all of that away. I'll try to show that. Okay, I'm going to do this one-handed, so I'm not going to contaminate my camera, but I'm just going to fold this up, try to contain as much of the bedding as possible. And I'm going to kind of roll this all together and then throw it away in my contractor cleanup bag. I'm going to pause so I can use both hands for safety. Okay, so you can see I got the vast majority of the bedding up there. Then I'm just going to use paper towels and get the rest of that fell out the side. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now I like to spray everything down with some of this cleaner, this homemade cleaner. I wouldn't use anything with harsh chemicals. Again, this is just a very simple cleaner of lemon juice, baking soda to cut down on any smells, and a little bit of vinegar, again, to cut down on smells. So I'm going to spray the whole thing down, then I'll wipe that up with my paper towels. And that's looking pretty good, I would say. So now I'm going to go ahead and put more shavings in. And I try to get about a 2 or 3 inch deep layer of shavings, so I'll show that. So I just like to dump a lot of that shavings down in here, and I'll just spread them out in a moment. Okay, so that's a nice pile here, and then I'm just going to spread it out, make sure the whole thing is evenly covered. Now another option that I'm going to show next, so that's one way you can do it, just put these directly down on the pad. Another option which I'll show next is you can actually put Chux pads down first. So the way I'm going to do that, you can either wait and pour the material on after you put the Chux pads down, or you can do it 1/2 at a time, which is what I'm going to do now that I know how much material I need. So I'm going to push these all over to one side, put down my Chux pads, and then do the other side. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to put my pads in. So I just put these down, and then I'm tucking them in around the sides of that little mattress in there. Okay, now I can push all this over and repeat on the other side. Okay, there's that side. I actually put 3, so they're overlapping in the middle. And then I'm going to spread that bedding back out over all of it. Okay, there we go. And now we have the Chux pads underneath and a nice layer of fresh bedding on top. And again, you could either do it the way I did it here by pushing it to the sides, laying the pads down, and then putting the bedding on top again. Or you can put the Chux pads down first. I just wanted to show what it would look like to just have the mattress, the pack and play mattress, and not have the Chux in there. One other thing I would note is make sure you're using pine or aspen bedding. Don't try to use cedar. Some of those other kinds of woods can be toxic to chickens. And also for the Chux pads, you can buy them on Amazon, but they're often sold also as wee-wee pads for dogs. And you can get them right in a pet store very easily. So now I'm going to go ahead and put their coop items back in after those are cleaned. Okay, so that's all back in. And one quick note, you always want to clean chicken stuff outside. Chickens can carry salmonella, just like a lot of other household pets like lizards and turtles and other reptiles. So you always want to wash your hands after you're done handling them, sanitize surfaces, don't touch your mouth, and make sure when you're cleaning their stuff, you're cleaning it up outside. Also, again, this is something you'd normally have them in an outdoor environment or at least in an outside building. The light's better in here, so I've been shooting some of these, and it's just more convenient for me to shoot these videos and demos inside. But then once I'm done with that, they'll be back out in the garage for safety. So there we go. We've got their setup back here, and the last thing we need are our chickens. And they don't love this, but this is a good time to take a moment and check your chickens over, make sure that you don't have anything stuck on the back there, that their wings are looking good, their eyes are clear, they don't have any kind of skin issues, and they're looking pretty good to me. So let's put them back in, and then we'll cover this up, and that's how we clean out their brooder. Now the final step, there tends to be some dust and things that spreads around, so I'm going to kind of sanitize the whole area around this. Usually I use a Swiffer. I use some kind of bleach-based cleaner once they're not in here to sanitize the space where I did this cleaning process in case there was any dust kicked up. Again, safety first with all of this. If you found this helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.